Animals which you'll be glad they became extinct. There are 8,700,000 species in the world. Besides that number, there are also many species still unidentified. Scientists discover 15,000 new species every year. Imagine that if unexplored species continue to be studied for the next 1,000 years. Only then will all species on Earth be identified. But let's take a look at the dangerous and wild animals you've never even heard before, which you'll be glad they became extinct, who lived millions of years ago. Sarcosuchus, super crocodile. Super crocodiles are a genus of crocodilians that lived 112 million years ago during the Early Cretaceous period. According to archaeological findings, it was revealed that he had intertwined eyes and a long jaw. This animal had 70 teeth in the upper jaw and 62 teeth in the lower jaw. In addition, it is considered to have the most powerful bite force ever, thanks to the bite pressure that can reach up to 9 tons, which is the result of skull measurements. Weighing 8,000 kilos, Sarcosuchus is known to hunt many dinosaurs. Titana boa. This genus of snakes, which lived approximately 60 to 80 million years ago, was too powerful to compare to any other species of snakes these days. Estimated to be around 2,500 pounds, Titana boa could grow up to 18 meters long. Although it was known to be a non-poisonous snake, it could exert a jaw pressure of 27.45 MPa only by using its mouth. So, if you can think of a 20-story building collapsed perpendicularly on you, then you can imagine the force of that pressure. Leopleurodon. Leopleurodon, one of the most powerful marine creatures, lived 160 million years ago. Its one bite was stronger than the dinosaur called T-Rex. Estimated to be 16 meters in length, this species had 15 centimeters of teeth as thin as a needle and could easily rip apart its prey. Thanks to the water that could pass through the nostrils, it could smell very well and easily catches prey. Megalania. Predicted to have lived 300,000 to 400,000 years ago, Megalania is a terrible animal from the family of reptiles. The Megalanias had quite thick skin and a length of 8 meters. Due to its bone structure and reptilian properties, it is considered to be of the same class as today's lizard. In addition, Megalania, weighing up to 600 kilos, had a very strong tail and often neutralized its prey with its tail. Phorusrhacidae, terror birds. This species of flightless bird, which lived 62 million years ago, is one of the animals you'll be glad they're extinct. They are estimated to be 3 meters tall during the Cenozoic period when they lived. Phorusrhacidae, which had a carnivorous lifestyle, were able to hit the prey's head with its quite hard beak and stun them first, and then eat them with pleasure. Because they couldn't fly, their muscles and beak were so strong that they could move quickly on the land. Megalodon. If we have known that this species was still alive in the oceans, we wouldn't be able to get our fingers into the sea. Thought to be a distant relative of the white shark, Megalodon was the strongest carnivore living underwater, weighing up to 40 tons. They could survive by eating a ton of meat a day with their jaw, which was 3 meters when opened. The fragmentary bone remains indicate they lived 16 million years ago. Smilodon, saber-toothed cat. Smilodon, which was extinct 10,000 years ago, has actually lived more recently than others. This predator, which is thought to weigh 300 kilos, was living in groups consisting of mostly females. They could run at 50 kilometers to hunt and rip apart and eat their prey with 20-centimeter long teeth. Dunkleosteus. Scientists say that the Dunkleosteus, who they thought lived 420 million years ago during the Devonian era, was a very dangerous underwater creature. Their body was covered in armor-like plates and could reach up to 34 meters tall. Thanks to their powerful muscular system, they could open and shut their mouths 50 times per second. This carnivorous creature, which was predicted to have lived even before the dinosaurs, had bony plates in its mouth instead of teeth. Guess which animal nowadays has a similar dental structure? Turtles. Leopleurodon, sea scorpion. Fossils found originally in Germany, this creature was on the books as a giant sea scorpion. Scientists estimate that their height was almost 2.5 meters, which makes them the biggest arthropod in the history of the world. Considering most of us fleeing around after seeing a 35-centimeter spider, who knows what it would be like if we ran into this 2,500-meter sea scorpion with long, thin pincers. By the way, keep in mind, these are the animals that lived long before mankind in prehistory, and only their bone remains have reached the present. If they were still living with us today, they would probably not be extinct, but human beings. Fortunately, we are creatures of different centuries, and we can no longer come together.